make it someday because he isn't in his head that he's gonna be rich. And it's gonna happen, but you have to be patient because you can't. You just, as they say, you can't build something right away like that. It takes time, but he is gonna be successful someday because he has that motivation.
So you got your Asia market, and this is the time right here. This is based on our time, Central Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? So you got 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. So that just means that, like, alright, cool. If I'm trying to make money, only reason I point the times out is because, like, at these times I'm gonna give you, it's like if you're on the chart, certain moves are happening. Like volatility is what we need to make the shit move and go. That's how we make our money. So in order to happen, you want to be in position at these times. You could trade 24/7. That's immature shit. But the best time to do it is around the times I'm gonna give you. So you got London session, and this ain't just random shit. Like London session is around the world. So like around the world, they banks are opening. You know. So this is what 2 a.m. our time to 7 a.m. So everybody got a chance to make some money. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you might like this time, you may like that time, whatever. And then I'm gonna give you currency pairs you can trade based on the time too, so you ain't gotta guess nothing. And then New York is our time. So that's generally 8 to about 4 p.m. And these are the times right here. So generally I trade this time right here because I'm up with the kids, and then I'm right on the charts. But lately, I've been getting up a little early because we've been live streaming.
Yeah.
So I get up around this time, and then it kind of overlaps into this time. So I'm up kind of late this time, and then lap into this time. Or just pick one. Whatever you think based on your schedule right now, and back in your head, I know you probably think right now, all right, based on my time right now, what's that time for you?
Typically is the last one though.
So you think this would be
I wake up typically at 4, so I probably get the back end of the London session.
That's okay.
But then like you said, I end up rolling into the New York session while I'm knocking out.
Okay. So you said you wake up at what?
4:30.
What about you, Juice? 5 a.m.? So you get up at 5, so I'm assuming you got to be out a little later, right? So watch this. Best thing to do is how, like, you got your chart. You got to be out at like 5. You get up a little earlier than that so you can, like, get ready and then look at the chart. Because, like, you know how Stephen A. Smith and them, what they do, they analyze. That's what you do. That's what you got to do. You got to analyze. So all you got to do, it only take 10 minutes, I swear to God. And you'll be able to make a decision like, it's time to make money or it's not. You just go to work, be done. It's that simple. Keep those times in your mind. Now we discussed that. So you get up, you give yourself 10 minutes, 15 minutes. All right, cool. Let me see what the fuck going on. All right, shit popping off. And if some shit is popping off, we're gonna show you how to, set it up. So keep those times in mind. So remember I said like our job is like Stephen A. Smith and we pretty much analysts. You know what I'm saying? That's what my job is. My job is to analyze charts and shit, and they call this technical. So when you look at a chart, just remember these key terms. They call these technicals. Technical analysis, just know that they're talking about chart, because it's a visual thing, right? And you want to get good at mastering this. Just always remember that you got price over here, right? Y'all see the chart so far already. It's the same chart, software, same thing. We got price right here. So when I say low, price, lowest price, then you got the high, which is the highest price, okay? So that's the basic stuff, right? And then over here, you want to always read the chart. So let's say we looking at the chart always in your laptop. You don't never want to read it from like right here to that, but you want to read the chart from here to there, so left to right, because data is always given to you from the left. So you look at the data from right here, and you're using that data to determine what's gonna happen over here. You know what I'm saying? So you always want to read the chart from where it's at right here all the way over, because it'll give you evidence. It'll help you. You got these things what they call on the chart. Like this is on the chart. This is called the chart. So on the chart itself, you'll have what they call candlesticks. They look like this. You'll see them look like this, because that's the body of it. That's the close of the candle, because every candle will open and then close. So then you got the candle, the body. That's what they call this, the body. And then you got these little things that pop out, look like straws.
Yeah.
What they call wicks. The price can reach a certain level, but it don't mean it stayed at that level. It can like touch it and then like close somewhere else. So the wicks can be, the wicks right here can show where the market went, right? But the market didn't close right there. Can y'all see that? It went up there, but it didn't close up there. It went down, but it closed right there. See what I'm saying? Because the whole body is right here. So that's what you're gonna see in the chart. You're gonna start seeing candlesticks represent the movements of the market. So this could be any stock, like Nike, Adidas, it don't matter what, you can pick one, name one, it don't matter, they all the same. You master this, you can master that. What you want to get good at is predicting, like I say, what's going to happen. And the only way you can do that is that knowing the basic stuff. So I'm going to do what they call support. So support is just like what I'm doing right now. I'm being held up by the porch. That's support, right? So if I try to jump, it's going to bounce. Most likely, it's just physical science. So what the market tend to do at these levels, you got resistance at the top, and then support at the bottom. Market tends to do this. Market moves in waves. Market will never just go straight up. You know that. Market will go up, and it will tend to hit its head against resistance most times, and then it'll come back down. See that? You call that resistance. So market will come back to this level multiple times before it actually falls. So what you can do in this case right here, y'all know what sell is. You can make money on that. So when the market comes up to a resistance point or level, you can press the sell button because why? It's at a resistance level, and you can make money off this. When it come up to the wall, press sell, come down, you made money, cash out. You keep doing it, you can keep doing it. See what I'm saying? You can sell again. Market came down, okay, I'm cashing out. Because that's what resistance is supposed to do. Now this resistance can be broken, but I don't want to explain that because I don't want to confuse y'all. Market can come down, it bounces. Now if we're expecting this to bounce, we know we can make money, and then, like I said, take 10 minutes for me to see this every day. Simple shit. I can get up and say, all right, cool, market at support. This motherfucker about to bounce. All right, I'm gonna buy it right here, $10. Boom, that motherfucker go up. I made 100 for the day, whatever. See what I'm saying?
So you can pretty much predict when you're gonna make money versus when you're not.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm saying. It's all about what you know and what you don't know. Because if you know what to look for, then you ain't gotta, spend time with some shit that don't matter. It can come back, and then what you want to do is get good at it to the point where, like, came back down to a low, you bought it, the market is all the way up here. Why would you try to buy it right here? No, be patient. Wait for it to come back down here to where we know the basic shit happens, and then buy it. Some people not educated to where they just think the market is like, no, you gotta know the fundamental shit. So that, like, when the market come back down to support resistance, this is where you want to position yourself at. Now watch this. Remember, like I said, that, like, that's basic stuff. I'm not saying that, like, support can't be broken or resistance can't be broken. So what I mean by that is this. Let's say that the market is, coming down, right? And we got support right here. We know this is support. And we know support's supposed to be a solid wall most times. So, market can break. Y'all see that? This is very important. I've seen people lose fucking millions of dollars off this dumb shit. If the market breaks, y'all see that? Because this is support. Y'all agree that they broke that level? So what you want to do is wait for the market to break that level, because we know it's supposed to be support. Now if it breaks the level and go under it, alright, cool. Now we're waiting for the market to do what now? We're waiting for this to be resistance now. So what's support? It will only be support if the market bounced from here. But it didn't do that. We fell below the level. We fell below it, right? And then it came back. So that's what you want to wait for, what you just said. So most people don't wait for that and they lose all money. When shit switches up, like, how the best way to explain what you just said. You know how, like, wifey be, like, so one day she's sweet and then next time she switch up and shit, like, what the fuck? The market switches up. It'll switch characters and shit. This is what they call it, switching characters. So when the market switch from support and you see it ain't holding no more, you're like, man, this motherfucker done switched. Now it's holding as resistance. So you can go from buying the market, because when you're buying, you support the market, right? Market go up. If it's below the level, you want to be selling the market. See what I'm saying? You can do both. You can buy and sell to make money. So like Juice just said, I realized that it's below the support level now, which turns into resistance now, and vice versa. I'm gonna show y'all on top how it can change too. So it broke below support, so now it turns into resistance, because now market went down, and then it's gonna come back to give you an opportunity to get in and enter to sell the market. So then, boom, you're making money. See what I'm saying? So you'll see the basic stuff like this. Just knowing this, you don't need to know nothing else. Just this. So watch this. Market come up, resistance, right? Fall down, so it worked that time. Market has to come up and break it. You don't want to buy it just yet. You want to wait, like what you said. Wait till the market come back down and meet you at the support, because it was resistance right here. But now it broke above. So now I'm assuming that this bad boy is going to return. See what I'm saying? it's gonna return back down there. This is how I trade. This is the best way to trade. The most risk-free way to trade is this way, the way we're doing it. You wait for the market to tell you what it want to do. Like if it breaks a level like this, wait for it to return. Like it did down here, look, it broke and then it returned to it. And then it bounced from there. See what I'm saying? It's always gonna do that.
So you can sit there and watch like as the levels go back and forth like in real time or
Real time.
minutes apart.
Yep. And like great question, because like the time frames, we're gonna get into that. You'll hear time frames a lot. Like the time frames is based on the personality of you and the people. You can have you can trade a daily time frame. Daily time frame meaning that like every candlestick that we just talked about represents one day. So if you's like, man, I'm a patient motherfucker. I'm waiting, but I know the money is there. That's his style. You might be like, man, I need to make money today. That's cool. It's a style for everybody. So I'm glad you asked that question because you can wait. Every single candle, every single candle can be a day. So that's 1 day, 2 days, and it's 5 trading days. So it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the whole week, representing the whole week, and that represents 1 week. Or Jay might be like, man, forget that, man. I'm trying to make money every 15 minutes. See what I'm saying? So that means that, to answer your question, he might be on the 15-minute time frame, and the candles might expire every 15 minutes. So it's gonna be more candles versus what Juice is looking at. See what I'm saying? It's gonna be more detailed for him because it's 15 minutes printing off every time. But like what you just asked, like, you know, you can make money quick, less, stuff like that too, you know, depending on how you want to do it. So like on the smaller time frames, you can see this happening faster. Bigger time frames, you'll see it happening slower. It's a good thing to happen for it to happen slower because then you're able to make your decision and then take your time and stuff like that, and then it'll take longer, but who cares? Sometimes this stuff can happen too fast for you, especially when you learn it. I recommend just like taking your time. So just remember like support and resistance, right? And just remember this little thing what we're doing right here, this little exercise called break and retest. When it breaks the support and resistance, we need, in order for us to get in to put our money at risk, we need to see that retest. Like, you know how yo-yo, you know, you got that mud hoop and it come back to your hand? Think of that. In order for me to get in the market, it got to come back up here. It may not come all the way back up here, but it got to come meet me somewhere halfway. If it don't do it, these are the type of rules you need to invest. If you don't see these rules on a daily basis, like I said, on like 4:30, whatever, you know not to invest. Just keep moving. Another thing too, how the market moves is important too. Like I'm drawing it like this. Y'all see me drawing lines, but within this line right here, they call this the, you got different styles that you can look at. That's why I want to touch on this too, because everybody's different. Juice might like the line chart. Like this is a line chart. You know what I'm saying? Jay might like the candlestick chart to where it print off, you know, candlesticks for everything, you know? And then they got other charts for everybody. So I like candlesticks because I can just read the data like that. It's better for me. So I like it like that. But the way I'm about to break the market down, it's gonna look like this in lines, but it's still in candlesticks, so I don't want to confuse y'all. Cool? In trading, you only got 2 things that can happen. Market go up, market go down, and that's it. Now market can consolidate, meaning that like I said, when you open your laptop, you can tell if it's consolidating, if the market's going in a straight line like this. That means there's no money to be made today. You walk away, go to work, do what you want to do. Come back another time. That's called consolidation. And you got another phase in the market that we know about. We call this the uptrend. And I'm gonna show you how to make money off this and why this is important, because this is fitting back into support and resistance. This is the low, and the market is moving on the uptrend because I'm looking at it from left to right. So if I was to ask somebody like, "Alright, is this an uptrend or downtrend?" Of course, y'all probably say up now because y'all see it. But most people won't know that because they read it the opposite way. So what I want to do as an investor, right, looking at this uptrend, if this has already happened, you like, fuck that, I don't give a fuck. How can I make money? That's the important part. If the market's already at a high price, your job as an investor is to wait for the market to come back down to a low price. See what I'm saying? Because the market has already shown you that time and time and time after again, right? So what you could have done as an investor is buy low. And I know y'all probably heard that a lot of times, but this is now showing a visual to it. So now it's all come together. This is what they mean by buy low. You could have pressed the buy button, put a dollar amount here, whatever you want to do, because you realize that the market is on a trend. It's gonna continue to do this trend thing, and you can position yourself as an investor to hop in on the trend. Because of what? It's doing little dips, and that's what it's gonna do. They call that an uptrend. And when you see an uptrend, you wanna wait until you see the little dips. And when I say support and resistance, this is what I mean right here. You had a higher high, market came down to a higher low. So now that's considered support because it found some type of level of floor. Because you bought right here. And they'll look like this on the chart. They'll look just like this. But it's hard for people to understand this if you don't know. You know what I'm saying? But they'll continue to do this, and the way you want to get in is right here. I'm showing you exactly where you want to get in at. That's where you want to get in at, because the market will do an impulse. You know how you'll impulsively buy some shit? Like, damn, why I do that? Markets does that too. They'll impulsively move rapidly in one area, one way, up or down, and then they'll retrace. They'll come back down, relapse. And that relapse is where you want to get in at. So you'll see an impulse, don't chase it. Wait for the market to come back down. You position yourself at the highest low point. Impulse, right there. Impulse, position right here. Impulse, you position right here. And then even right here, you can start to see what we're gonna talk about next. Patterns. Because you don't need Mike. You don't need nobody else after this, because you're gonna be like, oh, it all connected. Everything's gonna connect itself and be like, oh, I know why I need to get in. You'll know the reason why you don't need to get in. So you see support, and that support, right? You know that you want to solidify yourself at these levels if what? If it holds up. See what I'm saying? So if the market holds up right here, cool. I'm buying the motherfucker up. It didn't break below the support level. If it didn't break below that and it comes like this, boom, I can position right here. It's still on the higher low point. Look, you see the market? It's moving in synchronicity of where I want to go. See? Made a new high. Right? Wait for the market come back down. And right here, most times they give you more than one opportunity on that higher low point. It'll hit it more than one time. And you'll see the little patterns print out. So if you snooze and lose out on the first move, it'll come back down maybe 2 times or 3 times, so you can position yourself right here and then get up. And then I'm gonna show you how to also sell the market too. So like at the highs right here, like you said, like people trade stocks so they get confused. Like you can buy, right? And they call it take profit. What we do, I mean take profit meaning I'm closing my position. That's what it means. So you can ride this thing from a low, so you can take it off anywhere. Let's say Juice take his profit up here at the highs. He closed all his positions because he was buying the market. So now let's say Juice like, fuck it, now I see the market probably gonna come and start doing sales now. He can hop on the sales train. So he made money on the uptrend. He took the profit, he made $1,000 on the upside. Market can start going reverse. He can sell the market and start doing the same thing. Because once you know what you're looking for, you can just pick those spots and be patient. Because like, that's what I was telling people before, man. Like, bro, it took me a while to get to this point, bro. I know I'm still not to where I want to be, but I'm patient because I know it's fucking money. Man, it's money in this shit. So another thing I want to talk about, I'm just gonna go into that. Because like, when you at these areas, this is what you want to look for. Like, they call it confirmations. It just means that you just want to confirm your decision that you was already gonna do in the first place. You can have 1 to 3 different signals of confirmation. So let's just say the market is trading at the low, right? So you know that you should be buying at the low and the high because that's just what you've been taught. But you like, fuck, man, what am I supposed to look for? How do I know I'm supposed to do it? Now you want to look for the confirmation on why you should be executing. So one thing you can look for is time, which is the sessions that I talked about, and then patterns, and then numbers. Like I was saying, that's when you want to get in because everybody else is trading at that time. Everybody else making the money at that time, usually the same person. Patterns is what we're going to talk about too. You got different patterns that print out visually in the market. I'm talking about closed patterns. I'm talking about like patterns like this. You got the M, you know what I'm saying? You got the W, and then you got this thing called a head and shoulders. You got more than these patterns right here, but they call this the double top. So this right here is called a double top. But this you can call it M pattern. This right here is called a double bottom. And then right here is called a head and shoulders. These patterns happen only at these key levels, high and lows. So when you see these print off, right here, bro, I can stop right here, bro. You a millionaire right now, bro. Swear to God. Y'all don't know what y'all sitting on, just based on this. But anyway, the pattern, right, is like that confirmation, that visual thing that you need to just go and get it. That's what I'm saying. So let's say the market doing one of these. Do. What you gonna do?
Yeah, you gonna touch it.
Thank
No
you.
way for the go.
Okay, cool. All right. What if the market do this? What you doing now? Where are we though? What you doing right now? What did the market just do? Where are we based on where we at? Don't overguess anything. Just show what you see. Where we at?
Yeah.
We at a low. So that means that you should be doing what? You should just be waiting for something to pop off. I'm waiting for something to appear to me. So I'm waiting for either one of these bad boys to pop off. I know it can't be an M pattern because the M only shows up at the high price. I should be selling when I see that. The W pattern, that's what I need to be looking for. That's the confirmation I need to be looking for. So if I see the market do one of these, you'll see the first move happen. That's the first part of this. That's what you're looking at. So by the time the whole move play out, you want to catch it before it actually plays out and go up. So you could be like, damn, I've seen this move before. I've seen the W before. So that motherfucker gonna come and like surpass that part. I could go ahead and get in down here because remember, support. Y'all remember that? So it already showed me that they want to do it. They already hit that little V bottom. They call it the V bottom. You're starting to see a V. So when it makes the first V of the W, then you know like, fuck, I missed the first impulse. I ain't tripping. I know if I see that, they're going to come back down. Boom. And now I can go ahead and buy that motherfucker up right here, do what I need to do. And then when the market go up, boom, I'm making all this money. See what I'm saying? Now I can hit the take profit button and cash the fuck out. I'm done for the day. But you only see these patterns at the high or the low. Especially the W pattern. I'm giving it to you. The W pattern you will see at the lows. And when you see W, that means you need to be buying low. It just means buy low. So sometimes you'll see the W look contorted. Like it'll look like disorganized and shit sometimes. Because it's manipulation. Like the markets ain't trying to give you money. It ain't here for us to make money. We got to figure it out. So you're starting to see that it won't look straight like this most times. What I'm circling that right here is where you want to buy. Let's say you missed that, cool. You come again, you buy right here. If you miss that too, you can always get in right here too. Because look, remember the market is gonna keep going up. You get a late entry, a late position, but that's okay. You got 3 opportunities to get in on this move. You got number 1, 2, and 3. So if you got 3 opportunities to get in on this move if you really wanted to. So you can actually buy in right here too, and then the market just go up. So you position yourself right here. So from right here, you made all that money from this distance, from the, you know, that distance right there. And that's how that can happen. So you can attack this W pattern that I'm talking about in 3 different ways. So you can be late, whatever, just make sure that you ain't too late. See what I'm saying? And it'll happen, like I say, based on your time. So you can choose the time frame. But just know that the W pattern ain't gonna be straight as day. That's why I wanted to cover it. Like, you got your support, but the market ain't always gonna give it to you straight. Sometimes they'll do this, right? They fucking with you. They'll hit it on the line, and then they'll break the support level. They'll break below the support level to make you think that you're supposed to be following the fundamentals, what we talked about earlier, like selling. But no, lo and behold, they fooling you, and they go ahead and print off the W pattern, but they just gotta whip it and make it wild. I always like to educate y'all coming in and being new, because I wish somebody told me this part right here, because I didn't know. And I'm just thinking like, oh, I'm here to make money, but no, they against us. They not with us to make money. But if you know this part, you be good, because it's not gonna be straight this day. It's gonna, you know, it's gonna be some tricks. And then when they do that anyway, you still getting the lowest price anyway. You know, like when they dip below the level, you're getting the best price anyway. So let's just say the market do the same thing, vice versa, right? Market come up to the high price. Right? Market can even consolidate up here too. The market can do anything. If it consolidate right here, I don't want to do nothing. I just want to chill. It can do like one of these and drop off. But if it does this, it consolidated, it drops off. Remember I said this is impulse. You want to wait for the retest. Remember I said that? Wait for it to return. So if it does that, cool. I know that the market want to go down and sell. So now I'm just going to wait for them to return to tell me that they want to go down, and then I'm making money because I'm getting them right here. I don't want to chase after the dream. I don't want to chase after that. That's too fast for me. And it's unpredictable. Every time it's unpredictable. You don't know when the market's going to shoot out like that. But it's going to tell me, all right, cool, this is where I want to go. Now I need some more energy. Now I need to return back. And then that's when the return happens. And that's where I want to position myself every time. So you can even see right here, this is an M pattern. Y'all didn't peep that. Look. right here is an M pattern. So the market came down. You can see the little V bottom. You see the V? Look at that. That's the M right there. If I draw right there, you can see it. See what I'm saying? But it's still an M pattern because they retested the resistance. See that? It broke out. Cool. I ain't chasing that. I can't catch that. I'm going to wait for the retest. Boom, boom. 1, 2. Write it down. Take profit. I'm out. I'm done. Market can come back up again. Do the same thing. It don't matter. Let's say the market is going to keep going, right? Let's say you missed that. We missed the highest point. You missed the highest point, so the market keep going down here. The goal is down here because you know the lows is down here, but we still here. You missed the initial, like, very first tippity top. Cool. We still selling the market because the market did this. It's still moving in waves. Remember I said the market moves in waves? So it's still gonna come back up and give me more opportunities. See what I'm saying? So every time it come and do the little dip, I'm getting in anyway. So boom, all right, cool. I'm marking these levels off. If the market keep breaking new lows, cool. I'm marking it off. It's gonna return. Boom. I'm getting it again. So I know this is gonna be surpassed. They're gonna surpass this level. Boom. Oop, they took it out. All right, now wait. Place my order right here. Sell. Oop, and just keep doing the same thing. But yeah, the patterns is like that confirmation thing for you to understand that what he was talking about is that's what he's talking about. That's what I need to be looking for, and that's what I need to be executing and taking advantage of, pretty much, you know. So just knowing that, like, every market you do is gonna have the same type of habits. You feel me? So it can be Nike, anything. They always gonna do the same thing every day. Meaning that, like I was saying with the patterns, the head and shoulders I really don't talk about with people just beginning because it's like confusing. It's the same shit though. Like, you'll see, all it means is that instead of this, because it just hit it 2 times. Look, 1, 2, boom. It did a double top. Double mean 2. Double top, boom, boom. The head and shoulders just means that it hit it 1 time. 1 V, that's 1 V, y'all see that? And then it's gonna come below it, right? And give you a bigger V. And then it's gonna come back up, right? And then it's gonna print another V. And then go up. I know y'all ain't gonna catch on this right away, but it's just giving you, all it means is that it's just giving you more opportunities to get in at that low price that we talked about. So the market is gonna dance around. That's all it's gonna do.